chunk of material. "It's so unfair. We're good nulls. We never fouled up." Cat was on the verge of deciding. He postponed it for a moment by clarifying their situation once again. "We are good nulls, and it is unfair to make us pariahs. But this is the way the limited minds of the swine work, and the others take their cues from them." "Because the swine served Ddwng," Tom said. This time he punched the dummy, and it rocked back with the force of the blow. Because his hands were essentially human, he could do this when he chose. "So they fouled up," Pussy said, finally disengaging from Cat. "So why aren't they blamed?" Cat tried to find a way to explain it that she could accept. She was emotional, and that got in the way of her thinking. "It is the convention that the master can't make a mistake. So when something goes wrong, someone else must be blamed. I doubt that anyone could have protected Ddwng from that error, but it is the job of the swine to facilitate his convenience in any way feasible. So the implication is that they failed. They can't accept that, so they suggest that we, as the nulls serving the alien visitor, must have been at fault. Therefore, the blame falls on us, and we have no one to pass it along to. We have become the pariahs of convenience, therefore unemployable until the situation changes." "Just what did go wrong?" Tom asked. "All I heard was that Ddwng was ready to go with the alien party there in the palace. Then he changed his mind, and they were gone without him." "There was a factor none of us in the DoOon Mode understood," Cat said. "Do you remember the horse?" "Horse?" Pussy asked blankly. "The young woman Coleen came with a beast of burden, a horse," Cat explained. "A stallion who was immediately stabled. It seems that the animal was telepathic." "Telepathic? You mean it could read minds?" "Yes. That horse was in mental contact with the girl. It was able to receive and project thoughts. When Ddwng was ready to travel on the virtual mode, the horse sent him a thought, a command to free the anchor. Ddwng did that without realizing it until after the fact. I believe it was a very sudden, very powerful thought, striking at a time when the master was making an effort to be mentally receptive to the nature of the virtual mode. So he was ambushed, and the alien party escaped." "But a horse? A literal horse, not an equine null? They don't have human intelligence. How could a mere horse do such a thing?" "Whether the animal was sapient at the human level, I don't know," Cat said. "I suspect there are stranger things on the virtual mode than we know. But it may not have needed such intelligence. It merely obeyed the will of the girl. She was the key to the loss of the virtual mode. It seems that Ddwng seriously misjudged the situation, not realizing the power the girl had through the horse." "So she tricked Ddwng, and he is angry, and the blame descends on us because we serve her man, Darius," Pussy said, finally getting it. "Yes. Perhaps we should have fathomed that aspect and warned Ddwng. We did not, because it seems that Darius himself did not know of the horse's nature. The swine should have fathomed it." "It isn't fair," she repeated, her delicate whiskers trembling. "If only we could fight back," Tom said. Cat decided. "Perhaps we can." Both oriented on the neuter, knowing that it never made foolish or emotional statements. "How?" Tom demanded. "It is dangerous." "Anything," Pussy said. So Cat told them, "As you know, I am undistracted by most passions of the flesh, so I have attention for intellectual pursuits. I track the releases of special projects. One is now available that I strongly suspect relates to the virtual mode." "Where Darius came from," Pussy said. "Is he coming back?" She had on one occasion come close to seducing the man, and surely had a hankering to complete that business. "Perhaps. I understand there are different virtual modes. With